Naomie Olindo speaks openly with me, Dr. Joshua Zimm, about her decision to have a rhinoplasty and the entire experience from beginning to end.
Hi, my name is Naomie Olindo. I had a rhinoplasty with Dr. Zimm in February of 2018.
What factors led you to make your decision to have rhinoplasty surgery?
The decision to get a nose job was really a long time coming. I'd wanted one since I was 8 years old, and I think just one day I looked in the mirror and I really didn't like my old nose, and so I just called my mom and I said, I really want to do this. Now I'm 25, I think it's time.
What questions went through your mind, Naomie, when you were deciding on a surgeon?
Well, I wanted to know, first of all, the cost. I wanted to know the recovery time. I wanted to know how quickly I could schedule a consult and book the surgery. And I wanted to find somebody that I was comfortable with, obviously.
Would you please discuss the process leading up to the actual surgery, including the initial consultation where you talked about your aesthetic goals, as well as the planning meeting to review instructions?
The first time that I ever met with Dr. Zimm, we flew up here. We had our initial consult, which was amazing. I really liked, he took all the time that we needed, so we never felt rushed or anything, and that was actually huge for us in deciding. We took pictures, and then there's a kind of simulation that you can do where he can edit in this software your nose before to make it look like what he can do after, which is very, very cool, because that's kind of the first taste that I got into my new nose, so that was awesome.
Can you describe the planning meeting with the pre- and post-surgery instructions a bit more?
The pre- and post-op instructions were huge because Dr. Zimm will tell you to take these supplements and vitamins and things like that that help with bruising, and I actually had other friends that got rhinoplasties after me, and they didn't get any of those instructions, and so I was the one telling them, you need to take this because this helped me a lot, and it helped with my bruising a lot. I literally did a photo shoot 2 weeks after.
One of the most common concerns patients have is about anesthesia. Did you have any specific concerns with regard to the anesthesia, and how was it in reality?
I didn't really think about the anesthesia that much. I had no issues. It was just taking a nap, really.
What was the recovery like?
The recovery was great. I had absolutely no pain. The only thing, you obviously have bruising and swelling. You have medicine to help you with the pain, and it helps you sleep too, or at least it helped me sleep. And the only part that was slightly unpleasant was bruising. Your eyes swell a little bit, and so it can get a little bit itchy. I think it was the itchiness that was probably the worst, but it wasn't even bad. I always say I would do it again 1,000,000 times over, so.
Now that it's over, how do you feel about your decision to have it done?
The only regret I have is not doing it sooner. For sure the best decision I feel like I've ever made, so.
Naomie, do you have any advice for anyone considering the procedure in the future?
I would definitely say take your time in making the actual decision, because it is a big change, and so if you're not ready, I think it could be a little psychologically weird, so you definitely have to be ready. You have to choose somebody that you're super comfortable with and that you trust and that understands exactly what you want. I met with other doctors before that did a photo simulation and listened, but they didn't really hear what I was saying, and so you really have to feel 100% comfortable, and that they know exactly like the tiny little details that you want, and a certain slope this way, that they really have to get it. So just take your time. It's probably the best advice I could give.
Thank you very much for talking to us, Naomie, about your rhinoplasty experience. I'm sure it will be very helpful for those considering this surgery in the future.